May profits be upon you. How you doing? How you doing? Let's check out EURCAD. EURCAD. Now I put out a a forecast for EURCAD on my channel, right? But it didn't happen. It didn't, it didn't give us our pullback. I was looking here for price to pull back around here. I was looking for price to pull back a little bit to give a an in for the open on Sunday evening when the markets open, and it didn't pull back far enough to get me in this short. Arr! All right, but I got some new analysis. All right, let's go back over here to the left. All right, the formation of this zone of demand is here. All right, I based it on here. I was like, listen, you can see from this big rejection wick, right, that from this point, price took off pretty well. All right, you know that there is some imbalance when price started from the touch of this demand zone. You know that there was some imbalance going up, all right, for price to later come and fill that imbalance. The exact same way this played out, right? Price pushed higher, breaking these highs. So you know this area here is a solid area to take to look for support, right? You know, and price did come back to this area, and you see the big push, and you can look at this candle, right, to to find where the origin of this bullish impulse was, right? You make note that it broke structure, it took liquidity on the way up, all right? And that's all you want to see, okay? Took out this high, all right? You want to see it take liquidity, you want to see it leave a displacement, leave an imbalance uh, zone of demand behind. This is where you would take and put your um, your, your entry, your pending order, all right? And you would target the highs, all right? And if you would have done that, you would have got in on all of this madness that came behind it. Do you understand the principle of it? Choose the right order block. Choose the right order block that fits the criteria of a proper and valid order block, and you'll find it'll lead you to some nice profits. Now, same principle applies here. We have this zone of demand. You know that price left. There was all kinds of buy orders sitting here for price to come and get. Right. So the market makers made a sell to buy move here. All right. They're in good profits with their buy move, but they're in drawdown of their sell move. So they have to come back to mitigate this bullish order block in order to get out of those sell orders so they can leave room for their profits, right? More profits. So what we're going to do is come back on over here to today's uh, the current time. The current time. I don't know why I went through all of that just now. All right, and you see how price found the this zone of demand, had this reaction, but you were looking for a more powerful reaction, right? Something that I was looking for, price to follow up behind this big rejection to take it on up. That's not what happened. We broke that low, made another push up, a weak push up, and then came down even lower. Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Oh my gosh. Are we going to plow through this? They very, very well could. Now, this is where you refine. All right. I'm coming back over here now. Now, why am I coming back over here? Because we're going to refine. Let's go down to the 4 hour so we can get a better look at the price action at that formation of this zone of demand. I'm sorry for all this shifting. Okay. Now we see what we're dealing with here, right? This refines down to here. Why? Because this is the origin of the bullish impulse. This, you can see, is the leaves behind that inefficient price movement. All right. What is an inefficient price movement? Imbalance. That's what I'm talking about the whole time. All right. Price is going to come and fill that imbalance. That's what happened. That's what happened over here. See that imbalance? Price comes back, fills it. Right. That's efficient price movement. Here's, see an imbalance here? Look over here. Price comes back and fills it. All right. Push down. You see this imbalance coming down, fills it, going back up. All right. That is a rebalancing, all right, of the imbalanced. All right. And you're looking for price to come back, fill that in, and mitigate this bullish order block. This is where the money is going to be made. All right. This is the make or break. If price comes back on the other end and crashes through, we got nothing. We got nothing. If it just comes on through, all right. What we look for is the reaction, the most recent reaction. If price comes back up and then breaks through, this is where we would find a trade to take when price returns to it. This is going to be the opposite, the inverse of what we're looking for here. All right. What we're looking for here is price to do one of these numbers and then comes up. All right. We're waiting for price to come down and take this entry here, just like we were talking about over there. Okay. So how are we going to find this entry? We go down to the lower time frames. What am I looking for? I'm going to show you. If you would just be patient and stop bugging me. All right. So we have price coming into our POI. Oh, choppy. This looks like exhaustion, though, right? Exhaustion to the downward momentum, the bearish momentum. So, what am I looking for? I'm looking for this, a low to be made, a, a, a breaking of that low, and then a break of that swing high. This is a change of character, right? In this leg of structure, I'm looking for price to come back to return to the origin and then take off. That was the whole principle I just mapped to you uh, down there to the left. Okay, when we're talking about it over here, the trade that led to this order block, the setup that led to this order block formation. This is the trade I'm talking about. It's the same thing on every time frame. We're looking for price to change character, to change from bearish to bullish momentum. Okay, and as it chops up here, all right, I'm looking for a defining push to the downside, a break of high the highest point before the low is made. I mean, after the low is made. I mean, what did I say? Before the low is made. Sorry, the low here, the swing high, a new low is formed. This is where I need this one broken. I need to see price break that high. It demonstrates at that point that it wants to go higher, and we wait for price to come back to the origin to take that entry for a ride to the top. I'm messing it up over here. We're chopping down and everything. I don't think it's finished that process, right? But what I want to see is price come down, right? If this is the lowest point, I want to see this high being broken for to signal to indicate that price is changing character. I'm waiting for it to come down here. This is a very aggressive entry called the change of character entries. What I want to see is a break of structure. All right. If I see price come down and respect this low and it comes down and taps off of the origin and breaks that high, now we're getting somewhere. But I like to see in this sequence. On the 15-minute, this would be a break of structure here, two candle pullback. All right. And I would love to see price break that high. This is what I would like to see, and then a return. This is where I would want to get in. That's a confirmation entry. The change of character entry is mucho aggressive. All right. And it's basically the same kind of candlestick formation, but it's very aggressive because price could just uh, it could break that high, right? As it pulled back, came lower. If it breaks that, then we have a change of character, right? And then we could take a trade down here and go up. But what could happen is price could do that and still come on down further. So you have to be careful. If price demonstrates that it really wants to go higher, we get a nice big bullish candle up and then it comes back, maybe I might consider taking a more aggressive entry. But we're at the POI now. All right. We're at this POI now, and we're going to watch this price action. If it turns bullish, hey, we'll have to consider getting in on this one. I hope you enjoyed this uh, analysis. I hope you get some value out of it. If you do, leave a thumbs up. All right, subscribe so you can catch updates, and do leave a comment if you think that price will uh, continue down and break this zone of demand, or if you think there's some validity to uh, my analysis and that maybe we might see a bullish break of structure so we can take that return to impulse entry and then pop to the top. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for spending a couple of minutes with me.